So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, Allen finds a seam down the middle. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Running it with David Montgomery. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Montgomery. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here we go with Montgomery. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They go play action with Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 6 on the pickup, and that is how our first quarter will end. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Off play action, Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get the game's first points here in the 2nd. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That's up and through for the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They send a man in motion. Now the Lions calling a timeout, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. On the move, past the 40. He gets loose down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start to fight back with their first points of this game. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. Khalif Raymond to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. He'll cobble together a yard there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Montgomery now up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Lions, lined up with a 2nd and 8. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Gibbs. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's caught for the first. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Allen gonna throw again. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Buffalo! There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Bass on for the extra point. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Bass on for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First down throw from Goff. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the gun, Goff. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, he was looking, Kate. He was trying to find a lane, but just simply nowhere to go. I don't think he'll be too heartbroken heading to the sidelines, though. He still made the play, took the ball away, got his defense off the field, and now sets his offense up for success.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and can do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And Lions push their lead to 3. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the left, it's Montgomery. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 7. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight?
Even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He'll throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First down of the game for James Cook. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup. Then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Allen on 3rd and short. Connects with Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Allen now on 1st down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now they face 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air. Allen. Hits him on the out route. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Greg Reynolds to return it. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Goff now on 3rd down. Wow, wide open here, complete. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He cuts it right. And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills' ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Blitz coming here, Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down throw for Allen. They did it! He made the interception! Alex Anzalone with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. The 30. The 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Bills losing by 4. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Allen looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. Connects with the open man downfield. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, and he finds him. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal. Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Another one for Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here he is to throw. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Vast now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. out and set. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Ryan getting it to Ross St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Cook on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeouts called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Pass complete to Cook. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick it up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Now Richardson will throw to start out here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping him for a loss.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a lot?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from the 20. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 31 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch of the game for Adams. He's got a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Straight ahead is Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Here's 2nd and 3. Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air with Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defense.